I guess now since I pretty insanely burned myself, like now that I'm scarred for life, I can easily move on and have a happy time. At least if I'm going to fight Malenia now, I will have kind of an excuse. I'm handicapped, I'm burned. I guess she has severed herself, so that doesn't really count, but I don't know. But this looks actually nice. I think from all of the places we have seen so far, the Haedic tree is one of the most brilliant. And to be honest, even though I was criticizing the flames just now, you're excited for me to go into fall. And to be honest, even though I criticized the flames just now, I hate those creatures. No. Okay, it's time for me to cheese again. But yeah, I think Elden Ring is still great. And not just great, it's just like it just keeps on giving. Like it doesn't get boring. And that's incredible in my opinion. How am I going to do this now? Intelligently. Maybe equipping the golden halberd here in my primary hand. So I can defend myself if I encounter any kind of enemy. And getting the claws out so I can teleport myself. Still. But just listen at the music, just look at the environment. There was a little bit about criticism about Dark Souls 1 back in the day, that it felt like after you have played half of the game, like after half the game, it just felt like unfinished, like the developers wouldn't have any more to give. I kind of forgot about that part. Oh no. Okay. Let's be smart about this a little bit. Let's at least try to be smart about this a little bit. I want to reallocate my flasks, so I have 2 FP flasks at least. So I can teleport a little bit longer. I guess I don't need to fight any enemy, so I can equip them in both hands. For some reason I always thought that your offhand, the weapon art of your offhand would be prioritized over the weapon art of your main hand. So I thought I would just do the claws. They deserved that. They deserve that. If you don't know why, go watch the Let's Play on YouTube. They deserve everything and so much more. Maybe I should upgrade those claws. Just for this region. So I can defend myself without having to switch weapons on the run. Or maybe I could just be a man and take the Scarlet Rod. But what good is it for you to be a man? Honestly. Come on, get up. Thank you. Why so many? Another one. They're just so tiny. Am I killing children right now? Another one. Seriously, why so many? And I guess there's another one, but I guess that one is a big one. It's so strange, like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and I guess Sekiro as well, but in Sekiro they weren't really that present. I'm not sure. They weren't really that present, but every one of those games had like, I guess, lakes of poison. And Elden Ring just straight up has lakes of Scarlet Rot, of toxic, like of the worst kind of poison. What? Wow, I'm really not healing anything anymore. Oh, because I don't have the sword on my back. If you don't want to jump. You know, those enemies, they can live. I'm so positive that this area down there will be the place where to fight Malenia. This, or maybe not Malenia, but at least a boss fight. There has to be a boss fight down there. And it makes my heart go crazy. Just the feeling of encountering a boss fight in here. In a fall. So close. Actually inside of Miquella's Helix Tree. And I guess Miquella is... Before you take action, I think Miquella is the most important person in Elden Ring. Like, before you come onto the place and kill everyone, make some certain people Elden Lord or whatnot, turn normal girls into puppets or whatever. Elden Ring is so strange. I think Miquella is the one person about to change everything. So it kind of feels strange to be in here. Well, I mean, in the matters of the boss fight down there, you don't have to think really hard. I think if you play this game and you inform yourself at least a little bit of it. I mean, if all the time I would have played this game, I would have just turned off YouTube and never watched anything on my own. I probably wouldn't know that Malenia is somewhere here. But I think that's just straight up impossible. It's just straight up impossible to play this game without knowing that you will fight Malenia here. Especially because of Latena and also Millicent talking about that. I mean, they are talking about finding the way to Malenia, and here we are. We even saw Millicent another time. But I guess you wouldn't know that Malenia is the toughest boss fight in all of Dark Souls, or is said to be the toughest boss fight in all of From Software. Even though I'm not sure if they take into account that Sekiro is also pretty hard. But I guess Sekiro doesn't count because it's played in a whole different style. But anyway, I'm pretty positive that down there in this place, Malenia is waiting for us. For me. The thing is, before fighting Malenia, I should also maybe... I didn't expect that. I did not expect to get out of there so fast. To be in the outskirt of FL again. Maybe I took a wrong turn. But anyway. I think I should finish... I think it's possible to finish Millicent's quest before fighting Malenia. So maybe I should take care in doing so. Dum-de-dum. This is totally fine. This is safe. There's definitely nothing to worry about. And it kind of blows my mind that we are actually on the Halic tree. Like, we are on a tree, and somehow this tree managed to create enough land for another tree to grow. Treeception. And just by the way, I'm also pretty sure that even in this region, there's much that I've missed. Or, I guess, in this region? I'm confused with the direction of this place. But in the place we've been before, going into the Halic tree before going inside to the Rotten Lake, I know that I've missed some stuff there. But I don't feel like doing that. It seemed hard, it seemed difficult. Oh. Not even an item? Oh, strong knights down there. Sad. Have I already said that I pretty much love this place? This place is great. It's tough, it's hard, but it looks so nice. It's everything it's supposed to be. It's like a better version of Caelid. Even tougher, but somehow not that scary. Where am I going? Maybe I shouldn't ask the question where am I going anymore, but instead ask the question why am I going? Will I break through the roof? No, I can't. But I could. This has to have some advantages. On the way to figure out some secrets. Okay, first one is down. Now I need to take care that I don't fall down. This is why I hate those bugs so much. They can just hit me from everywhere. I might just as well open this chest. Ooh! Dragon Crest Great Shield. That must have a great defense. Okay. I guess he really likes doing that. Yeah. Okay, this is where those two dogs would have led me. Okay, I somehow feel like I've jumped on the wrong side. Maybe there is a way how I can return. No! Lock onto him. You won't. No, you won't. Be staggered. I didn't even notice the two little guys. They just had to include those beasts again. Oh. And they can hit me through walls, I know that. Oh, thank God that hit. Maybe I'm way too afraid of those guys, maybe way more than I would have to. But I gathered some experience with those. I'm really not a fan of those anymore. Okay, going through the dark hallway or going outside? I guess I will go outside first. Mistakes from made today. How is this area so big again? Elden Ring really just feels like you have played, I don't know, 3 games. And the time you play this one game. And it never gets old. At least for me it isn't. Oh! I didn't even realize that was supposed to be a tough night. No! No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh. Close one. That worked out way better than expected. Materia leaf. Yay. At least I'm down here now. So I don't have to worry to come back in here again. I think if you want to see every corner and everything that is in this game, you just have to walk through through certain areas over and over and over again. I would be ready to do so, but maybe not on stream. You are a tough knight, aren't you? Yep. Actually, yeah. There were so many tough knights in Lionel. Or like real knights, not just soldiers, but knights in Lionel. That by now you should know how to deal with them. Those are the few moments where I actually pretty much love the golden halberd. Turns those knights in a real easy time. And the golden halberd might not be the best weapon in the game. Actually far from it. I think it's pretty much a noob weapon. Like one weapon you choose if you're not experienced with what could be good. If you don't want to play around with weapon arts so much. But still, even though I have a second character where I'm playing with the Rivers of Blood by now. Like I finally got the Rivers of Blood and then I gave it to the second character. But he has a way, like with this character I have a way tougher time against those big knights because I can't just stagger them over and over again. I really have to fight them. I mean fair, I do a fair amount of blood loss. I'm doing a fair amount of blood damage. That also doesn't help against everything. One of you gets stabbed. I made the wrong decision. Imagine having to actually fight. Ew. Yeah. Just look at some of the enemies. That would be challenging. That's not possible. And I'm saying one thing now because I think later on I won't have the chance to say it again. But I'm really looking forward to fight Malenia. And I'm saying that now because if I'm short, if like the time comes and I have to go into the boss fight, I will be scared again and I will be hesitant again. And I won't want to go inside of the fight, but I'm really excited for it actually. Just to have another fight where I can really sink my teeth in, where I can really fight until I master the boss fight, until I have to master the boss fight. I think before Elden Ring was released, my favorite From Software game was definitely Sekiro, which many people say it's like Dark Souls just hard, and that's not true at all. Like saying Sekiro is like Dark Souls is saying like Super Mario would be like Dark Souls. Like they are completely different games. But I agree that it is hard, and I just loved it so much more for that. Not just because it was hard, but it was fun to play and it was fun to memorize the enemies. It was fun to really know how to counter their attacks. It was fun to get new strategies on how to fight. And... Hi! I really feel like I'm dodging into another world right now. How didn't I fight those guys before? Like seriously. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, maybe let's get rid of the foot soldier first. You can cut up! How are you able to get up here? That's so uncool. Oh, they do not take any damage. What? Oh, I was running out of stamina. Yes! Okay. Beautiful. You see? It's so much harder if I can't just stab them in the back and then stagger them constantly, then stunlock them. They're getting just stronger. And just a question, is the audio alright? Like the background, like the in-game sounds, are they alright? I have to switch the background sounds every time I play Lego Harry Potter, so I hope it's not too loud nor too quiet. Don't be sad about the past ones. Become one who passed away yourself. Okay, hi. Maybe I should switch out my controller. It feels like this one is not as responsive as it used to be. Maybe due to the Medikit fight. Hi. What? Why not? I was missing that guy so many times. Hey, mean guy. How do I snap at everyone who's even once attacking me? Like, is it really such a miracle? Is it really such an obscurity that there are enemies actually capable of attacking me? For enemies who dare to oppose me. Oh no. Why are they doing so much damage? Can I hide behind this tree before it? No, I can't. was winding up as a tank so long ago. Ooh, Ghost Glove because bell bearing. Nice. Now I really just need to get into the habit of actually using summons. I'm really plowing through my health right now. It's not good. I shouldn't have made those 2 FP potions. And then for some reason decide to never use them. Oh shit. You're not dead! Don't do me like that. Okay, perfect. And the second one followed me. Even more so, perfect. Okay. Okay, maybe I can heal the rest by just killing those trash mobs. Good enough, good enough. Okay, that feels like a pretty big bunch of just an extra area. With no real use to being here, except for a few items. If it wouldn't be on a graveyard already, this would be disgusting. Now I get on the roof again. Now I can pick up the last item. I hope. I guess. This is quite the long ladder. Excitement! Okay, where am I? Ah, okay, here I am. So that wasn't really a path leading forward. So I guess the main way is through the house. Okay, that's cool. Finding another dead end in a From Software game, or in games in general, is most of the time pretty reassuring that you have seen everything. So I'll gladly take it. Is this the... did I just mess it up? Was there actually another path to go from up there? Guess not. Maybe. I mean, it's not like you wouldn't know that already, or you couldn't just figure that out on your own. Item. Ooh, a butterfly. Wasn't there an enemy up here still? Where did he come from? Didn't I make enough of a ruckus down here for every enemy to appear at some point? And why are they so good in just killing me? I think I'm just refusing on fighting them real. Like, I really just want to tank them as good as possible. Going down. Let's see if there are any kind of secrets. Guess not. Save point! Perfect. Oh. Another big boss door. This just has to be the way leading to Malenia. Or maybe not. Maybe there's another boss here. I mean, it kind of in every game, almost all of the demigods had like one boss you fought before the main boss. So before fighting Godric, you fought Margit. Before fighting Renala, you fought Red against Red Wolf. Ooh, Traveler's Clothes. Those are actually the clothes that Millicent is wearing. But yeah, before you fight Renella, you fight Radagon's Red Wolf. Before you fight Radagon, you fight the Lionel Warrior and the Crucible Knight. Before you fight Morgoth, you fight Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. So like in every boss fight of every of the demigods, there are 2 boss fights in front of that. And in here we had Loretta. So it would actually be kind of suitable that now we have to fight Malenia. But I just... Hey. Why does this flower look so interesting? But there's nothing to it. I guess there's another side path I can go before actually having to fight her. I should have rested. I definitely should have rested on the side of Grace. Oh, we are here! That's interesting. We somewhat cycled back. Don't push me down. Okay, I will just rest real quick at the side of Grace and after that, moving on ahead. I don't feel ready for Malenia right now. Or in general, I don't feel ready for every boss fight coming my way. Are you serious right now? How am I supposed to get into this fight if he's just spamming this one attack? But I guess there is some truth about me not ready to fight Malenia yet then. Get out of the Scarlet Rod. Nah. I guess in the end this guy is easy enough. I just have to circle around him.
No. I just came in through the couch door.
Thank you for following,
Oh.
Sphinx.
No.
I'm sorry I can't interact that much with chat right now. I just want to get this guy killed. This is not the attack I expected you to do. This is the attack I expected you to do. Oh. Running a straight line is not a good idea. Ah. I recommend getting the Rotten Winged Sword and Sigma Talisman there. It's amazing. And the Dragon Rod Great Shield. Let me... I think do I even have the talisman you're talking about? I guess I know which one. Yeah, this one. The thing is, I mean, the shield, yes, the Dragon Crest shield, I should just commit on using a shield by now. I should just jump over my own shadow and stop fooling around with not using a shield. But I kind of don't want to prove to a friend of mine that I could play this game even without committing to a shield. But you are absolutely right. I like how you are good enough to fight well without magic or summons. Oh! Thank you, corpse. I don't know if you have seen me play something or stuff before, but you have not seen me fighting a boss yet, I guess. I wouldn't call myself good, but I think the first time playing this game, like, I have never played a Dark Souls. I've played Bloodborne and I've played Sekiro, but Dark Souls and Sekiro are so different games compared to Elden Ring. So I was really inexperienced in the beginning of how this whole game works, and I just kind of committed to one weapon and then tried to use it the whole game through. So there's still a lot that I have to learn, or that I have to get used to. Which is, for example, magic, which isn't a thing or which is rarely a thing in Bloodborne or Sekiro. And of course, like summons, using a shield. There's so much I haven't experienced yet, which is really almost confusing me. Like, still that Bloodborne and Elden Ring are such different games. So I'm not entirely sure on how good I will actually do in the end. Sorry, but my chat really lags behind, so it's hard to reply. It's okay. The Dragon Crest Rage Shield is a talisman that reduces physical damage. Oh, you mean... Yeah. You mean... This... Oh. Huh. Yep, okay, that's actually a good... Okay, I thought it would be a shield. This is actually a very valuable tip. Thank you. I have the strange feeling that jumping there would just lead me to where I was like last stream, so I won't. Hey, you has it! Using a heavy weapon is difficult. You must be in the top 5% of players. No, I like, the mistakes I made in this game is not putting too much thought into that. Like, just choosing the first weapon that comes my way and then just trying to nail the entire game with it. That really feels like a secret because you have so many affirmations and actually just things that makes the game easier for you. I mean, you are probably very well, you are obviously well known in Elden Ring. Just using a cane weapon, just using blood loss makes the game a little bit easier. Just using the sword of night and flame makes the game easier. But I was too afraid of committing to these items because I thought maybe they would make the game harder in the long run. So I don't know, just... Everything I want to say is that I wouldn't actually call myself a good player for just using a heavy weapon. I'm maybe just a lazy player for using it. And I just love to crush my head against a wall until the wall breaks at some points. Oh no, I hate you. But you didn't notice me. No! I didn't think we would spawn all the way over there. The amount of time I got one-shotted by those kind of enemies is uncountable. I just despise them. You know, only about 60% of players get past Morgoth. Yes, that's... like, I have the Steam achievements and I can look up on how many actually get past. I hate this area. on how many actually achieve certain kind of passages. Like you get an achievement if you kill Morgoth. Wait, Margit? Only 60% of players get past Margit? Like the very first boss? Eh. America's Saucier. I don't really need that. It just would boost some attributes of mine, but make me take more damage, and right now I really do not want to take more damage. But Margit? Like seriously? Like the first boss in Stormvale Castle. But I get that Elden Ring, I think many people bought Elden Ring not really knowing what the game would be like. Not having ever played like a Dark Souls or even Bloodborne. Or Sekiro for that matter. So I guess a lot of people just wouldn't take up the frustration of fighting even the first boss. If that even is the first boss. Like the first boss I ever fought was Watchdog. I hate this attack so much. I should have rolled through him, not away. But yeah, fighting, having a 0 death run. Oh no, I miscalculated the situation a little bit. Come. Okay, this is not good if I'm fighting in tight space. Come on. Why are those guys the hardest enemy in the entire game? We really just want to fight. Don't want to fight Malenia if those aren't the hardest enemy in the game. I mean, this can't just be a personal vendetta against those guys, is it? Are they easy for other players? Why do I feel like I'm going to encounter another one of them? I mean, I'm pretty amazed by this game actually, or not really by this game, but by the community, by the players who play this game. Like enemies that were, there is another one. Enemies that were easy to fight for me are so much harder for others, and enemies that are so hard for me are way easier for others. So sometimes I'm pretty amazed just how different everyone is playing this game. But those guys? Is there actually one player who has an easy time fighting those guys? Like at least in the first run, you can obviously always practice an enemy type. Do I want to just... Nah. I'm not using the Great Glowworth anyway. But thank you. I really appreciate the compliments. I guess he was supposed to trigger once you pick up the item. Oh, finally! Funny. I fought a few of those in my days till now, but I was never able to actually get a visual off of them. Neat. Those creatures are actually also kind of interesting story-wise. Well, maybe not just the creature itself, but the fact that they appear here. Like, you would seem that those creatures are cursed beings. Like, just foul creatures that aren't allowed at a place like the Halic Tree, which is so holy, which is kind of a sanctuary in this world. Is this? Yep, I knew it. Nah, this place is not for me. It is easy in Morgwyn's Palace, unsure of spelling. What main boss are you on right now? Because you are always up level. Because you can always up level before Malenia. I actually want to like. I actually want to try Malenia first before I try to up level, and I know that's actually quite of easy at Morgwyn Palace to level up, but I hope I really don't hope that I have to. Like the main boss I'm on right now, I actually don't know which the next boss would be. Like aside from the fact that I have to fight Malenia in here. But I really not know which would be the next boss in the storyline. Since, like I said, this is my first run. Okay, why do I suck so much? Oh, I'm just back here. This is kind of disappointing. I'm stuck. Like, I'm not just stuck, I was gripped obviously, but... focusing on talking while playing is not an easy task. Okay, how to do this now? Okay, just focusing on what I want to say. Like the last boss I did fight was Malekith. I don't know which would be like the next story heavy fight that I have to do. But like in the story, Malekith was the last one I did. I know Malenia is actually optional, but I still feel like I want to do her. Where did you come from? What? I thought you would trigger an attack. I'm sorry. Have you defeated Malekith? Yeah. Yeah, that was what I was trying to say for like the past half an hour. The last boss I did was Malekith.